Did you hear about the hot dog that won the race? It was the wiener. That's right, my friends. We're talking about the most prestigious, the most delicious, the most cylindrical of American delicacies. The humble hot dog. From sea to shining sea, there's nothing quite like a good old frankfurter tucked into a soft bun, dressed with your favorite toppings. Whether you're a fan of the classic mustard and ketchup combo, or you like to live on the edge with some jalapenos and bacon, there's a hot dog out there for you. And let's not forget the endless debates on the right etiquette for eating a hot dog. Is it okay to use a fork and knife? Is ketchup a crime? Should a hot dog be considered a sandwich? These are the questions that keep us up at night. But today, we're not here to answer these existential questions. No, today we're embarking on a gastronomic journey, a pilgrimage if you will, to pay homage to the top 10 hot dog restaurants in the United States. These are not just any ordinary hot dog stands, my friends. These are the creme de la creme, the places that have transformed the humble hot dog into a culinary masterpiece. We'll be venturing from the sunny beaches of California to the bustling streets of New York, from the heartland of Cleveland to the historic city of Philadelphia. Each of these places has their own unique spin on the hot dog, and we're here to savor it all. Along the way, we'll also delve into the history of these establishments, because behind every great hot dog, there's an even greater story. Stories of humble beginnings, of family traditions passed down through generations, of secret recipes guarded more fiercely than the crown jewels. But enough with the suspense, let's get to the meat of the matter. So brace yourselves, folks, as we dive into the world of sausages and buns. Kicking off our list at number 10, we have Dog House in sunny California. No, not a dog house, but Dog House. Yes, folks, we're talking about the land where the sun shines brighter than the Hollywood sign and the hot dogs are as glamorous as the celebrities. Dog House, nestled in the heart of the Golden State, is a gourmet hot dog paradise that has been satiating the Californian appetite since 2010. Now you might be thinking it's just a decade old. How did it make the list? Well, my friend, Dog House is a classic example of age being just a number. In a short span of time, it has managed to carve out a niche for itself in the crowded hot dog universe. Now, let's talk hot dogs. Dog House is the Picasso of hot dog artistry, where each hot dog is a culinary masterpiece. From all beef dogs nestled in Hawaiian rolls to their wild game sausages for the more adventurous palates. They even have plant-based options because, well, it's California. And it's not just the hot dogs. Their sides are like the perfect movie sidekick, always enhancing the main star. From the classic chili cheese fries to the exotic sweet potato fries, they've got it all. Now, a little birdie told me that Dog House was started by 3 friends with a simple mission: to make hot dogs fun again. Well, mission accomplished, guys. You've given the humble hot dog a glamorous Californian makeover. But what truly sets Dog House apart is their commitment to quality. Every hot dog is crafted with hormone and antibiotic-free meat, because in California they love their hot dogs like they love their yoga, clean and pure. So, to all you hot dog aficionados out there, if you've been dreaming of a place where the sun, the beach, the palm trees and the hot dogs come together in a glorious symphony, it's time to wake up. The dream is real, and it's called Dog House. Dog House, where hot dogs and Californians live the sun-kissed life. Moving on to number 9, we have Happy Dog in Cleveland, where the hot dogs are as happy as the people eating them. This place is like the Willy Wonka of hot dog factories, minus the Oompa Loompas and the terrifying boat ride. Here, the fun isn't in the chocolate, but in the toppings. You see, Happy Dog takes the concept of a hot dog and twists it into a culinary masterpiece. The history of Happy Dog is as interesting as their menu. It all began in 2008, when the founders decided to revolutionize the humble hot dog. Their mission? To make a hot dog that would make even the grumpiest person crack a smile. And boy, did they succeed. Their hot dogs are not just food, they're an experience, a journey of flavors. Picture this, a hot dog topped with chunky peanut butter, alien relish and Fruit Loops. Sounds crazy, right? But that's Happy Dog for you, making taste buds dance since the late noughties. Their hot dogs are like a choose-your-own-adventure book, but instead of turning pages, you're piling on toppings. From traditional choices like mustard and ketchup to the outlandish options like SpaghettiOs, it's a hot dog lover's paradise. Now you might be thinking, but what if I don't like hot dogs? Well, my friend, you're in luck. Because at Happy Dog, they don't discriminate. They've got vegan sausages, gluten-free buns, and even a not dog for those who prefer to live a hot dog-free life. Of course, it wouldn't be a Cleveland joint without a nod to the city's rich music scene. Happy Dog doubles as a live music venue, meaning you can chow down on a hot dog while listening to some of the best local bands. It's like a symphony for your senses. But let's get back to the hot dogs, because that's why we're here, right? At Happy Dog, they believe that every hot dog should be a party in your mouth. And they're not wrong. With over 50 different toppings to choose from, every bite is a flavor explosion. So if you're ever in Cleveland and you're feeling a little down, just remember, at Happy Dog, every bite is a bite of joy. At number 8, we have Jimmy's Hot Dogs in Pennsylvania, serving hot dogs hotter than your ex. Now let's talk about Jimmy's. They've been in the game since the Roaring '20s, and let me tell you, they've been serving up more than just a side of sass with their dogs. They've got a pedigree longer than a dachshund, and a history that's as rich and flavorful as their secret sauce. You see, Jimmy's is a family affair. It was started by a man named Jimmy, go figure, who had a dream of serving the best, and I mean the best, hot dogs in Pennsylvania. And boy, did he succeed. His dream has been kept alive by his descendants, who to this day still use his original recipe. Now that's what I call a family tradition. And let's talk about the hot dogs, shall we? They're like the Brad Pitt of hot dogs. They've aged beautifully. They're plump, juicy, and grilled to perfection, with a smoky flavor that's much more satisfying than your ex's attempts at a barbecue. The buns? Fluffy, lightly toasted, and always fresh. They cradle the hot dog like a baby, or like your ex cradling their fragile ego. You can get your hot dog plain, or you can get it loaded with everything from sauerkraut to chili. They've got a toppings bar that's more loaded than your ex's credit card bills. And the chili dogs? They're legendary. They're like a good breakup, messy, spicy, and oh so satisfying. But don't just take my word for it. Take a trip down to Pennsylvania and experience the magic yourself. After all, life is too short for mediocre hot dogs and too short for mediocre exes. So there you have it, folks. Jimmy's Hot Dogs. A place where the hot dogs are as hot as they come and the buns are always fresh. A place where you can forget about your ex and focus on the important things in life, like a good, hearty hot dog. Jimmy's Hot Dogs, where hot dogs are the only hot thing you need in your life. Lucky number 7 goes to Portillo's in Chicago, where the hot dogs are as windy as the city. Let's dive into the heart of the windy city, where the skyscrapers are tall, the winters are frigid, and the hot dogs, oh, they're a gustatory gale force. Portillo's is more than just a hot dog joint. It's a Chicago institution. Established back in 1963, it started as a humble hot dog stand known as the Dog House. Now it's a full-blown hot dog haven. What's the secret to Portillo's success, you ask? Well, it's not the hot dogs doing the cha-cha with the Chicago Bears. No, it's their unique style and flavor. These hot dogs aren't just cooked, they're steamed, grilled, and then nestled into a poppy seed bun like a baby kangaroo in a pouch. And these aren't any ordinary toppings, folks. We're talking about a veritable garden of garnishes. Yellow mustard, chopped white onions, bright green sweet pickle relish, a dill pickle spear, tomato slices, sport peppers, and a dash of celery salt. It's like the United Nations of flavors, all in one bun. But it's not all about the hot dogs. No siree. Portillo's is also famous for its Italian beef sandwiches and chocolate cake. Yes, you heard right, chocolate cake. Because nothing says balanced diet like following up a hot dog with a slice of cake, am I right? Now some might say, but it's just a hot dog. To that we say, nay, it's a Portillo's hot dog. It's a gust of flavor in the windy city, a beacon of deliciousness amidst the towering skyscrapers. It's a testament to the fact that sometimes the simplest foods can create the biggest storms. So, next time you're in Chicago, make sure to stop by Portillo's. You might just find yourself swept up in a whirlwind of flavor. After all, this is Portillo's, where the hot dogs blow you away. At number 6, we have Criff Dogs in New York, where the hot dogs are as unique as the city itself. Let's talk about Criff Dogs. It's not just a hot dog joint, it's a legend. Born in the heart of the East Village in the year 2000, Criff Dogs has been serving up sizzling dogs for over 2 decades, and let me tell you, they've got this down to a science. Now, let's discuss the hot dogs, shall we? These aren't your grandpa's boiled frankfurters, oh no. These are deep-fried, crispy-skinned, flavour-packed dogs that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about this classic American snack. And let's talk toppings. Criff Dogs doesn't just do mustard and ketchup, no siree. They're slinging dogs with cream cheese, scallions and everything bagel seeds, or wrapped in bacon and smothered in sour cream and avocado. It's like they've taken the spirit of New York and stuffed it into a hot dog bun. And let's not forget the New Yorkers themselves. Their love for hot dogs is as deep as their love for complaining about the subway. It's a passionate, unwavering love that stood the test of time, just like Criff Dogs itself. It's as if the hot dog is the city's unofficial mascot, the edible symbol of its relentless energy and diversity. But don't think Criff Dogs is all about the novelty. They've got the basics covered too. Their classic dog, simply dressed with mustard and onions, is a thing of beauty. It's a reminder that sometimes simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. And if you're wondering about the name, Criff Dogs is a nod to the founder's favourite childhood snack, a riff on the word fricadelle, a type of European sausage. It's a cheeky twist that captures the essence of this unique hot dog joint, just like their dogs capture the essence of New York. So if you're in the Big Apple and you're looking for a bite that's as vibrant and diverse as the city itself, head on over to Criff Dogs. You won't be disappointed. Criff Dogs, where every hot dog tells a story. Halfway through our list at number 5, we have the Varsity in Atlanta, where hot dogs are as sweet as Georgia peaches. Now, don't let your eyebrows wander too far up your forehead. I'm not saying they're literally serving peach-infused hot dogs, although that might not be a bad idea for the adventurous foodie. No, what I mean is the hot dogs at the Varsity are as beloved and as quintessentially Georgian as those juicy peaches they're so famous for. The Varsity has been an Atlanta institution since 1928. That's right, folks, this hot dog haven has been around for almost a century. And no, before you ask, I wasn't around to taste their inaugural hot dog. The Varsity's history is as rich and juicy as its hot dogs. It started as a tiny stand near Georgia Tech and has grown into the world's largest drive-in restaurant. Talk about going from a wiener to a winner. Now, what makes the Varsity's hot dogs a cut above the rest? Well, it's not rocket science. It's just a simple, unpretentious, yet utterly delectable chili dog. The hot dog, grilled to perfection, is smothered in their signature chili and topped with a bright yellow streak of mustard. It's a sight to behold and a taste that lingers. But hey, this isn't a one-trick pony. The Varsity's menu is as extensive as the lines that form outside its doors. They've got everything from burgers to onion rings, but let's be real, we're here for the hot dogs. And boy, do they deliver. So if you find yourself in Atlanta, make sure you drop by the Varsity. Go ahead, take a bite of history, have a laugh with the staff, and enjoy a hot dog that's as sweet as a Georgia peach. And remember, it's not just a hot dog, it's a Varsity hot dog. The Varsity, where hot dogs meet Southern charm. At number 4, we have Coney Island Hot Dog Stand in Colorado, where the hot dogs are as high as the Rocky Mountains. Now, don't let the name fool you. This joint isn't nestled between the Ferris wheels and roller coasters of Coney Island, New York. No, it's snuggled right in the heart of Colorado, where the air is thin and the hot dogs are thick. You see, they've got a secret weapon, altitude, because as we all know, everything tastes better a mile high. And that's not just because of the lack of oxygen, folks. Coney Island Hot Dog Stand has been serving up these sky-high sausages since the mid-20th century. That's right, this place is older than most of your favourite classic rock bands. It's seen the invention of the internet, the fall of the Berlin Wall, and the rise of avocado toast. And through it all, it stood tall like a lighthouse guiding the hungry and the lost to a safe harbour of delicious hot dogs. Now, what makes these dogs so special, you ask? Well, it's not just the altitude, it's the attitude. This place serves up its dogs with a side of sass and a dash of daring. From the classic chili dog to the adventurous jalapeno popper dog, there's something for everyone. And if you're feeling particularly brave, why not take a bite out of their infamous mile-high dog? It's stacked with toppings so high, you'll need a climbing permit just to take a bite. But don't worry, they won't actually make you climb any mountains, unless you consider a mountain of delicious, juicy hot dogs a challenge. In which case, strap on your hiking boots and bring your appetite, because this is one peak worth conquering. So, if you're ever in Colorado, gasping for breath and craving a hot dog, remember the beacon of hope that is Coney Island Hot Dog Stand. A place where the sausages are sizzling, the buns are toasty, and the toppings are, quite literally, over the top. Coney Island Hot Dog Stand, where hot dogs reach new heights. The bronze medal goes to Pink's Hot Dogs in Los Angeles, where the hot dogs are as glamorous as Hollywood. In the city of stars, where dreams are made and hearts are occasionally broken, there's one place where everyone can find common ground, and that's Pink's Hot Dogs. The joint that's so iconic, it's practically got its own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And if hot dogs could win Oscars, Pink's would have a mantle full of them. Established in 1939 by Paul and Betty Pink, this hot dog stand started with a simple pushcart. Now it's a landmark as recognizable as the Hollywood sign itself. They've been serving up hot dogs for longer than some Hollywood dynasties. And the hot dogs here, oh boy, they've got more layers than a psychological thriller. From the classic chili dog to the more adventurous combinations like the Lord of the Rings dog, that's more epic than the movies, Pink's has a hot dog for every taste. They've even got dogs named after Hollywood stars. Now, where else can you eat a hot dog named after a celebrity without it sounding weird? So you might be wondering, what makes Pink's hot dogs so special? Well, besides the fact that they're as legendary as some Hollywood stars, they're just downright delicious. Juicy, flavorful, and topped with everything from classic mustard and onions to guacamole and bacon, these hot dogs are as diverse and exciting as the Los Angeles skyline. And let's not forget the atmosphere. Pink's isn't just a hot dog stand, it's a piece of Los Angeles history. You can feel the nostalgia in the air as you wait in line, just like the hundreds of thousands of people who've stood in the same spot over the past 8 decades. So, if you're ever in Los Angeles, make sure to stop by Pink's. You might not spot a celebrity, but you'll definitely taste a hot dog that's worthy of a standing ovation. Pink's Hot Dogs, where hot dogs walk the red carpet. The silver medal goes to Nathan's Famous in New York, where the hot dogs are as famous as the city's skyscrapers. Oh, New York, the city that never sleeps, unless it's in line for a Nathan's Famous hot dog. You might think the Statue of Liberty is the city's most iconic figure, but let's be real. She's just green with envy at the sight of these golden brown hot dogs. Founded in 1915 by Nathan Handwerker, an immigrant from Poland, Nathan's Famous has been serving up delicious hot dogs for over a century. That's right, folks. These hot dogs have been around longer than some of your favorite sitcoms, and they've definitely aged better than the cast of Friends. Nathan's Famous isn't just a hot dog stand, it's an institution. It's like the Metropolitan Museum of Art, but instead of paintings, they've got sausages. And let me tell you, the Frankfurters here are a masterpiece, grilled to perfection and served in a warm, fluffy bun. The toppings? Well, they're the cherry on top, or should I say the mustard on the dog. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the Empire State Building as much as the next guy. But have you tried the Empire State hot dog from Nathan's Famous? It's a towering inferno of taste that'll make King Kong climb down from the skyscraper and join the queue. And let's not forget about their annual hot dog eating contest on the 4th of July. It's like the Olympics, but with more indigestion. The current record holder ate 73.5 hot dogs in 10 minutes. Now that's what I call a New York minute. So if you're planning a trip to the Big Apple, make sure to swing by Nathan's Famous. After all, why climb the Statue of Liberty for a view of the city when you can enjoy a hot dog with a view of Coney Island? Nathan's Famous, where hot dogs are the real celebrities. And finally, the gold medal goes to Ben's Chili Bowl in Washington, D.C., where the hot dogs are as iconic as the White House. Drum roll, please. Yes, folks, you heard it right. We're talking about the one and only Ben's Chili Bowl. This place is more than just a restaurant. It's a national treasure, a culinary monument, a shrine to the humble hot dog. And let's face it, their hot dogs could probably broker better international deals than some of our politicians. Ben's Chili Bowl has been serving up their mouth-watering dogs since 1958. That's right, they've been around longer than most of your favorite classic rock bands. It's been said that the secret to Ben's longevity isn't just the chili, it's the love and dedication they put into every single dog. Or maybe it's just the chili, who knows? Their dogs are so good, they've had some pretty high-profile customers over the years. We're talking presidents, celebrities, astronauts. Okay, maybe not astronauts, but you get the idea. And let's not forget their most famous dish, the chili half-smoke. Half beef, half pork, all delicious. It's been called the Titanic of hot dogs. Not because it sinks, but because it's legendary. But let's not get too serious here. After all, we're talking about a place that's managed to make a sausage in a bun a national icon. It's like they've taken the American dream, smothered it in chili and onions, and served it up on a warm, toasty bun. It's poetry in motion, folks. And let's not forget, this is Washington, D.C. we're talking about. The city where dreams come true, where power lunches are a sport, and where hot dogs are the true rulers of the nation. So next time you're in the capital, do yourself a favor. Forget the sightseeing, forget the politics, forget the monuments. Head straight for Ben's Chili Bowl and experience a slice of true American history. Ben's Chili Bowl, where hot dogs rule the nation. Well, folks, that was quite a ride through the world of hot dogs, wasn't it? We've zigged and zagged across the United States, from the golden beaches of California to the bustling streets of New York, in our quest for the perfect dog. We've tasted the magic at Dog House, where the California sun seems to add an extra zest to their dogs. We've had our spirits uplifted in Cleveland at Happy Dog, where the dogs are always cheerful, much like the name suggests. We journeyed to Pennsylvania and savoured the delights of Jimmy's Hot Dogs, a place where time seems to stand still and the only thing that matters is the juicy hot dog in your hand. We couldn't resist the charm of Portillo's in Chicago, a city that knows a thing or two about hot dogs, wouldn't you say? And who could forget our adventure in New York at Criff Dogs, where the hot dogs are as diverse and vibrant as the city itself. We then headed down south to the Varsity in Atlanta, where the hot dogs are served with a side of Southern hospitality. Our stop at the Coney Island hot dog stand in Colorado was a feast for the senses, a place where the mountain air seems to make the hot dogs taste even better. A hop, skip and a jump later, we found ourselves in Los Angeles at Pink's Hot Dogs, a place that's as glamorous as its city. Our penultimate stop was at Nathan's Famous in New York, where the hot dogs are, well, famous. And finally, we ended our journey at Ben's Chili Bowl in Washington, D.C., a place that's as iconic as the city it calls home. So there you have it, folks. 10 hot dog havens that you absolutely must try, each one unique, each one a testament to the humble hot dog's ability to bring joy to our taste buds. So go ahead, embark on your own hot dog journey. Remember, life's too short for bad hot dogs. Until next time, keep those buns toasty.